Okay, I hope everyone is doing good. In this video, we're going to be talking about the next unit to come, which will in fact be a Shibuya unit. Now, how do I know this? Well, essentially, unless they bring out a unit before end of March, they said the next Shibuya update in JP will be end of March. Now, everyone, pretty much everyone that I'm seeing, is saying it will be Mei Mei, and in parentheses, I'm saying also Ui Ui, right? I just don't see them releasing him separate. Kind of probably going to be a Gaku Ganji situation if we're being honest. Now, we got to discuss a bit of the Shibuya, and also I'm going to talk about some things that might actually be pretty much confirmed for Mei Mei, and I would love your guys' opinions. Now, let me know if you personally are going to summon for Mei Mei or wait for other Shibuya units. This is a completely brand new unit, which I think is what we need, and it's what I want, and it's why I was completely fine with Mekamaru, but getting someone like Inumaki, who already had 5 units, 1 rare, 4, 1 rare, 1 SR, and 2 SSRs. That was his 5th unit, and we're getting a second Miwa, and they both third Miwa, and all of them suck besides the SR one, right? So my problems lie more with them repeating units that we don't need instead of the fact that it's some non-Shibuya units, I guess. Now, Mei Mei is a brand new unit and probably will be good. Mekamaru Muta was literally as good or better in the long run than Hollow Purple Gojo. Like I said, he nukes for less, but overall will do more damage as he can use his skill 3 and can ult multiple times, right? So that's just kind of a talking point I wanted to get out there. Now, in this video, what we're going to discuss is what Mei Mei probably is going to do. Are we going to get Mei Mei? And also talking about the bad parts of Shibuya, mainly how they've implemented it into the game. So let's start with the bad points, and that's mainly the fact that there's really not any content, right? Obviously, it's a common thing for this game, but I definitely think that if they want to keep the players, they have to add new content and also have more Shibuya units. Now, how do we know this is true? Well, first of all, when they brought back S1 Kichizu, people were pissed that they reran it for the 4th time instead of bringing a new powerful enemy. Now, people in my comments were like, but they can't, you're an idiot. They can't do that. They can't go 10 episodes into the season when we're not even starting the Shibuya incident. Because remember, Muta is the eve of the Shibuya incident. I'm like, my counter argument is, what about Kogai? Why not? Why the fuck not? I don't get why they can't just release Kogai as a powerful enemy, right? But the counter argument to that is that the Shibuya incident didn't really start, which now it will start. Muta was the eve of the Shibuya incident, and now we're getting into the real Shibuya incident a month and a half later than it started, which is so funny to me, but I digress on that point. So they need to probably add content now regarding Shibuya. If it's Kogai, like I said, I'm going to be very happy. I'm going to be very happy if it is. I just want new things. That's kind of all I'm asking for. We did get the new game mode. I enjoyed it a lot. It's very fun for showcases, but I can make more out of the content than other people. And if I'm barely enjoying it because of the fact that there's barely anything, what do other people think? Because I'm able to do more with one piece of content because I showcase it. But not everyone wants to go in and showcase, right? So that's the problem. We need new things, and I think Powerful Enemy would be great. The other problem is it's kind of a slow release, and how do you tell that people don't like it? The revenue. So the revenue for JP is lower than global. Now, the thing is with this, I do not think it counts Shoko. People love Shoko. So this is probably going to be counted in March. March should be way higher. But Global did better than JP this month. Obviously, I'm pretty sure HI was counted for the most of it. But the thing is, it's still important to talk about no matter what. Like, JP did a lot worse. That's something important to mention, especially because Global has the web store. They do have the PC client, but I would like to say JP players play more on mobile. They do play more on mobile because when there's hype units, that shit goes up to like 10 mil. So it's like they play more on mobile. Just want to make sure that's understood. That's just how it is. If you're spending, it means you're working. And if you're working, it usually means you're an adult. And if you're an adult, you're working a lot in Japan. And if you're working a lot, you're going to be playing this on the Metro. That's just logical. That's like, I think we could infer that. Let me know if I'm wrong on that point. So I think people want Shibuya units because look, no Shibuya units. And look at this. I don't know if this counts Muta, but I don't think so. I could be wrong, but Shoko, it's like kind of a hard range to tell. I'm a bit unsure on what's counted exactly in this, but just considering no Shibuya units really came out, I think we could just infer that it's because there was no Shibuya unit. So it's pretty obvious people are saving for Shibuya, and that's completely fine, but it's also like, I have to think of it from the game standpoint, and they should be wanting to make more money. So I don't know, that's the thing that I'm not sure about. So from this update, I'm expecting obviously good Shibuya units. Muta was incredible. And besides that, content. Even if it's one powerful enemy, I would be super happy. Okay, story's cool and all. And sure, I'm gonna try the EX battle soon. We'll see if the EX battle's strong because it's a Mahito. It might be really good. We'll have to see. I'm excited, but we do need powerful enemy. I think that's really, really good, especially considering global and the ranking. I think that's gonna be the best content going forward. Let me know if you disagree with that. We'd love to hear your opinion. But I gave my facts that we could get a Kogai. People are not happy with. Well, not happy. They're just not summoning at least. And a lot of JP players were actually like, "There's no Shibuya content, really." Shoko was a good kind of like pause, but still we're going to start needing to get into that, and I think it's going to be Mei Mei. Now why? Well, first of all, Ui Ui was introduced in the first episode of the Shibuya incident, right? Not the Shibuya arc, because technically the evening festival was counted, but this isn't even part of the real Shibuya incident, because this is when it actually started. Okay, now there's a bunch of characters we could see who was in it. Mei Mei, Ui Ui, Yuji, Kogai was introduced in the first episode. Mahito, okay, Choso, Jogo, Hanami, Gojo. So I think that Mei Mei would be the perfect, and Ui Ui would be perfect. Okay, we're getting close to where it's like, I think getting an SR would be absolutely phenomenal here. Now it's also, I would like to say it's a possibility that we actually do get a new, or we get I should say Dagon, or just whatever yellow free to play, because last year we got it in April, and we're about to reach April, and it's probably going to be a Shibuya free to play, and everyone's thinking Dagon. They've heard it for months and months and months, so I think they know what to deliver on that. This came out April 12th, and the Shibuya update is end of March. Technically, it should be about March 20th, and why I'm saying March 20th is because of the fact that Shoko's banner ends, well, March 20th. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that if they're saying the next update's end of March and Shoko's banner ends March 20th, that's when it's going to happen. So, I'm saying Mei Mei because, well, Ui Ui's the first, he's introduced there. Okay, Mei Mei would actually be huge right now. And I actually think she's going to be a red taijutsu. Now, why is that? So this guy, right, his skill 2, originally only gave Jujutsu damage received increase, right? That was the only thing it gave. They changed the buff to add taijutsu. Now, what do we know about Mei Mei? If we go to her abilities and powers, we'll see that where is it? I need to actually see. Well, in general, she's just taijutsu. Okay, so she has a weak innate technique. Sorry, I'm actually trying to find where it is exactly. Let me just see. Well, we could see here, right? Great tactical intellect, and then physical prowess. Okay, obviously using an axe, right? And then it's obviously saying cursed energy and reinforcement to enhance her body. So this is all like kind of adding to her taijutsu. So I think it's like, just to say, it's pretty obvious she's going to be taijutsu. And considering they went from only jujutsu to adding taijutsu to this Inumaki, to me makes it that, okay, we're building Inumaki to make Mei Mei better. That's how I have it in my head. Especially considering I think blue DPS is just not going to happen, right? There's just too many good blue DPSs right now. Green's not happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could even say 7 if you want. Good green DPSs, maybe even 8, right? So green's not happening. Yellow, it's like Mekamaru just got better. There's Nanami, there's Zonji, there's Tinjo. Like, sure, we got Shoko, but it's like adding another yellow seems a bit odd. So to me, it's red. A lot of people are asking for another red DPS because the last good one was Half Annie. Where if you compare for blue, first Annie. Green, well, they've buffed everything first Annie. It's like Zonji's pretty much like on the same level as Greenji, right? So they're on the same level. Muta was just added, and then for yellow we had Zonji, right? So red's the only one lacking. You cannot count Domain Gojo because yeah, sure, he'll do some damage. He'll do some damage type disadvantage. He'll do good damage type advantage, but it's only for a couple of turns. Usually you're using him to debuff the enemy's damage more as a support. So I'm waiting for the next DPS. It's been over 6 months, probably closer to 8, and I think it's time for Mei Mei. Taijutsu would be very good, especially with this Inumaki. There's no reason they added this after the leaks. And to me, it's like, okay, they are definitely going to make it for Mei Mei, in my opinion. So expect Mei Mei to be a Taijutsu red unit. Let me know if you disagree with that point. But that's personally what I'm expecting for Mei Mei. I think it's pretty obvious, right? Yellow doesn't make sense. Blue doesn't make sense. Green, too many buffs. And then red, it's like it's been 6 months, right? So we'll have to see. I think it would be really cool if we get Mei Mei, especially because look, she's able to increase, like, it seems like her cursed energy reinforcement is giving her more taijutsu. Like, she might have a buff skill, and usually the DPSs with buff skills, aka Gojos usually, are very good, right? It's a really good ability to have. So if we get something like that, especially like for, I mean, actually no, she's not, it would have been cool. I mean, Jujutsu would be nice because then she'd be able to use Pride with ease and double stack. But since she's Taijutsu, it makes sense. Making her a buffer is fine because she can't use Pride. right? And obviously buffers are better with Pride because they don't use up the stacks and could double stack it, right? So Mei Mei, it's basically, it makes sense why she'd be Taijutsu. Also, listen, I'll say it one more time. Why I think it is, well, first of all, Mei Mei is Taijutsu. No other color really needs a DPS at the moment. And also, they added after the leaks the Taijutsu part to this. So to me, red DPS makes sense personally. So that's what I'm expecting March 20th. And then for Ui Ui, probably a support, maybe a red support. I don't even know what supports we need right now. Hold on. What do we need for supports? Reds? No, red, we just got red. It's not going to be red, maybe green. Yeah, we need a green, I guess. Like a universal green support. But I don't know if they'll do that, but a universal green support could be cool. Because we only have 2 in the top 10, and then one's mono, one's not, right? Where blue, it's like... Blue is looking pretty good with these 2. These are some of the best ever. Yellow's looking more than good. Red, I mean, shit. So yeah, it's probably going to be green. I could see Ui Ui being green. We'll see how this holds up. But yeah, that's basically it. Just wanted to say Mei Mei should be next. Ui Ui is being introduced. Mei Mei is in the next episode. So yeah, they're probably going chronologically. And let's hope they bring in Kogai as a powerful enemy. I mean, it would be fine to me if they do. I hope they do. I really hope they do. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go back to Weathering Waves and playing Dokkan. Have a just fantastic week since we are, what, Monday? God damn, sense of time is actually so bad. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm saying it again. See you guys.